What's good, homies and homettes? Today at Beastmode training camp, we're gonna start the week off with an interview. Now, you may notice I'm in a different place. If you follow me on the POG channel or Instagram, you already know I just recently moved, which is why last week you didn't hear from me. Last week I was too busy, man, trying to get moved in, get my internet cut on, get settled in, you know, get my boxes unpacked and shit. Oh my God, let me tell you this shit, man. Somebody, one of the movers we hired, stole my watch. My gold motherfucking watch, man. Just been going through it, man. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, life goes on. It's time to get back on it. Motivate my people, get back on my motherfucking grind. But yeah, man, motherfucker stole my watch, man. I went 3 days without no internet. It's just been fucking crazy, man. But you know, dust the shit off. Let's get back to business. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably seen this picture on the screen. It's one of my online clients, Pyett, man. Good guy, man. And I want to start doing this at least once every 2 or 3 weeks. If you follow me on Physique of Greatness channel, you know I had one of my clients, BJ, who was doing the show. Be sure to go check out them videos if you haven't seen them already. I walked y'all through one of his ab routines, and I walked y'all through the chest and delts routine I had him on, you know. So pretty much, long story short, I want to start introducing you some of my clients, you know, show you what they've gone through, where they came from. I think it will motivate y'all to see different people with different body types go through the shit that you're probably trying to go through at home. You know, so without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce you to Leon. This guy went from 300 pounds down to 165 pounds, man. When he hired me at 200 pounds, and we've been working together ever since. Right now, he's at about 163 pounds, and we are in the process of trying to get him show ready. So this is a crazy journey, and I'm humbled and very appreciative that he hired me and gave me a chance to walk on this journey with him. Denise, stop fucking with them lights.
I'm sorry.
Alright. So anyway, I got a few questions for him, and I got the laptop with the questions so I won't forget them. And I had him send me a video answering them. So let's go ahead and get to the questions, shall we? Alright? So, first question. How old are you? What's your height and weight? And where are you from?
I'm 30 years old, I'm 5'9", and I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
I like Ohio, man. Ohio is real laid back. There's not a lot of shit to do in Ohio, but it's real cool, man. I've had some crazy experiences with some bitch out there. You know the fuck you are. Long story, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, question number 2. When did you decide it was time for a change? So many overweight people, they tend to procrastinate over and over again, year after fucking year. Trust me, I know. I even have people in my life today that they'll hit me up like, oh, it's time for me to go lose weight. What can I do? And then a week later, they're back to the same fucking shit that we're doing. So what made you decide it was time for a change?
Probably have to start from the beginning. As I was young, I was always active. I played football, and I was always out in the streets. I always loved bodybuilding, and I always was in the gym when I was younger. So I looked up to people like Ronnie Coleman, Arnold, Stallone, and things like that. Then as I got older, I realized that, you know, the truth about bodybuilding, and who's natural and who's not. And on top of that, coming out, a lot of people can relate that once you get out of high school, you're not as active. So I was still lifting weights. I power lifted, but as far as a lot of cardio activity, I wasn't doing it at all, and I was definitely not eating right. I eventually got up to 308 pounds, and about a month after my daughter was born, I had a doctor's appointment, and my doctor told me I had sleep apnea, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and type 2 diabetes. And it was a big shock to me. For about a day, I was depressed, mad at myself for, thinking, why would this happen to me? Like, there's people bigger than me that didn't even get type 2 diabetes, or and I'm still in my 20s, and I don't know, I just started thinking about my daughter, and I decided, you know what, I just need to suck it up. This isn't anybody's fault but mine. These were from my poor decisions, and I need to find a way to make changes to my life.
All right, next question. To get to 300 pounds, no disrespect now, that's a job. You would fucking up some food, all right? Out of curiosity, what was a typical day of eating for you? Like, what was your typical food choices back then? Back when you were not living that healthy lifestyle? I'm curious, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are out there curious too. What kind of food were you eating back then to get to 300 pounds? You know what I'm saying? Let us know.
Where do I start? A lot of times I just would wake up, go get some McDonald's for breakfast. One of my main meals I would eat would be like spaghetti with a frozen pizza. I'd eat late at night at like 2 in the morning. Anything and everything I could get my hand on. Sundays, I washed everything down with Mountain Dew. Wasn't drinking a lot of water back then. It's just sad now that I think about it. It's just funny how once you start keeping track and monitoring what you eat, you see why you were so overweight.
Now at 5'9", 300 pounds, I'm sure that's very taxing on the body. Let me tell you, at the heaviest I've ever been when I dirty bulked, I was 230 pounds at 5'7", and I snored like a motherfucker. I was always sleepy, I couldn't do supersets anymore because I would get winded too quickly. So how did you feel when you were 300 pounds? And what's the difference between how you feel now and how you felt back then?
There's a big difference between how I feel now. I mean, back then, I would snore really loud wake everybody else up in the house. Because I had sleep apnea, I was hardly getting good sleep. I'd always be drowsy and tired. I could never get through a whole movie without passing out. I could barely tie my shoes because I'd be out of breath, so I just always would keep them tied and just slide my feet into the shoe. Now I feel great. I have tons of energy. My cardio is really good. I can run forever without getting out of breath. And not to mention my clothes are a lot cheaper now. Anybody that's big knows what I'm talking about. Once you got to go once you got to go extra large and above, clothes start getting pretty pricey.
Okay, next question. How do you personally deal with cravings? One of the biggest reasons why so many people are overweight is cravings. Sometimes those cravings get the best of us, even me. Sometimes I just can't help myself. I gotta go down to Chili's or go to some ghetto barbecue place and get me a full slab of fucking ribs. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you personally deal with cravings when you're on the fucking grind, when you're trying to get cut? You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to lose weight, how do you deal with those cravings? And for fun, what is your favorite cheat meal?
How do I deal with cravings? Well, I deal with my cravings by I eat a lot. I make sure I get a lot of fiber. I always make sure to hit my fiber. I drink anywhere from a half gallon to a gallon of water each day. You just gotta find certain ways to fit things in. You know what I mean? If you're counting your macros, obviously you can't go and get freaking Whopper, but you can go and get a lean burger if you want a burger. You know what I mean? So you just got to find different ways to mix things in. You got to find ways to eat. You can eat the foods that you love, but just find lower calorie versions of that, or versions that would fit your macros. I have the biggest cravings probably for any Italian food, like I said, spaghetti, pizza. Pizza, because pizza tends to be the one thing that you can't really fit into your macros. So pizza's gonna be pizza, unless you're eating a very small portion of it. It's pretty hard to fit into your macros. So yeah, that's probably the thing I have the cravings for the most.
Okay, what made you decide that you wanted to get up on that stage? Getting on stage is a huge step. You know, you already went through one stepping stone, losing all that weight. What made you decide you want to take it to that level and get on stage for the first time?
What made me decide to get on stage at first was to prove the naysayers wrong, that somebody that was 300 pounds could never be on stage. And but now I do it for myself because I love it, and I love the sport of bodybuilding.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to know this. What is your training split? Now, y'all keep this in mind, guys. Leon hired me for macro coaching. Macro coaching is pretty much you check in with me every week, and I give you the macros I want you to hit based off your weigh-ins and your pictures, and I tell you exactly how much cardio I want you to do. You check in every week, and I just tell you what I want you to do. I don't make your routine. This whole time, he's been responsible for his own routine, and as you can see, he's done very well. So, out of curiosity, man, what has your split been?
My current split right now is Mondays I do legs and forearms. Tuesday I do chest and abs. Wednesday I do back. Thursday I rest. Friday shoulders and calves. Saturday's arms and abs. And Sunday I rest. And I'm usually in the gym for about an hour and a half.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to know this. How long did it take you to lose all of that weight? How long did it take you to go from 300 pounds to what you're weighing at right now?
Well, the initial time frame that took me to go from 308 to 200 pounds was 2 years. And then it took me another 6 months to get down to 268. So 2.5 months for that period. And then like I said, I didn't like all the muscle loss, so I bulked up for 6 months to 207, and now I've been working with Chris for over the last 5 months, and I'm looking the best I've ever looked.
Alright, so a lot of y'all may not know this, but the whole time me and Leon been working together, I've had him on carb cycling. There's all kinds of dieting choices you can do. You know, you can do the macro dieting style, which is usually high carb, low fat. That's the most popularized, you know, style of dieting when tracking macros. And then of course you got keto, you got carb cycling, you just got eating clean and using your eyeballs. You know, there's all kinds of ways you can diet. I pretty much put him on carb cycling, which is very effective, especially for someone who's overweight, and especially for someone who's been dieting for a long time. As you may or may not know, when you diet for a super long extended amount of time, your metabolism is going to be hella fast, and you're not going to be able to diet on stupid high carbs. You may be more insulin sensitive due to being overweight. You know, just a lot of things come with dieting a hell of a long time. So I figured just to cut all the bullshit and to getting some results immediately, we just went straight into carb cycling. And it's been working wonders. So my question to Leon is, how do you feel about carb cycling? You know, and is this something that you would promote to any friends that may be trying to get lean and whatnot? What is your take on carb cycling?
I feel like carb cycling is the way to go. Like I said before, I was doing a 40-40-20 and low calories, and I feel like now carb cycling is hard once you get to a certain level, but I feel like you hold on to more muscle. Your body starts using your fat as energy, and a lot better than when you have higher carbs. To be honest, I'm just going to stick to it on every time I diet.
Now, this is the biggest question I'm sure fucking 90% of overweight people want to know. Loose skin. Did you suffer a lot of loose skin from losing all this weight? Now, me personally, just from looking at Leon's pictures, I can see just a little bit of loose skin on the lower ab area, but honestly, that is damn good, because looking at his before picture, you would expect some saggy chest action, you would expect the arms to be flapping everywhere. So a little loose skin in the lower abs is actually, I'm surprised, and it actually doesn't look that bad. So, question for you, do you have a lot of loose skin from losing all that weight? A lot of people want to know.
As far as loose skin goes, I have some, but it's really hard telling how much I'm gonna have, because I'm still around 11-12% body fat, so I still have a lot of fat to lose. So I don't know how it's gonna look in the end, but the reason why I don't have an excessive amount like the other guys in their transformations is I believe those guys weren't lifting when they were that big, or when they got to that point. I always was still powerlifting, so I was still had a lot of muscle underneath all that fat, and I also for that first 100 pounds, I didn't do cardio, and I took my time losing the weight. A lot of people go on these crash diets and they want to lose weight loss like that, and that's the reason why they got a lot of excess skin. I believe if you put the weight on a pound or two a week, I mean that's how you got to take it off, is a pound or two a week.
Last question, is there a social media platform that we can follow you on? I'm pretty sure some people out there are interested, may want to get to know you a little better. Some people happen to give a fuck, you know. Is there some kind of way we can follow your journey?
If you guys want to follow the rest of my journey with Chris to getting on stage, you can follow me on Instagram at No Excuse Bodybuilding, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Trapezosaurus Pecs. And I would just like to say thank you for all my family and friends for all the love and support they've given me.
Hope this video wasn't too long, but you know, when I interview people, I want to ask questions that people may want to know. And I really enjoyed this, man. Like I said, I'm gonna, from time to time, maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks or so, interview one of my clients so you can get to know them a little bit, you know, and it's gonna motivate you. You need to see other people do this shit. I think it's very fulfilling to see people go from skinny to buff, people go from fat to muscular, you know, tall people get big, because there's a big misconception that tall people can't get in shape, or tall people can't get buff, you know, because their limbs are longer, all this crazy shit I'm hearing. You know, so I want to introduce different clients of different body types reaching different goals, and it's going to motivate you guys. So anyway, be looking out for my Train with Chris series. I'm going to have clients train with me. I'm going to be doing contests to where maybe some of you watching me can come train with me. I got a lot of great things coming, man. I just want to build the channel up a little more, and I wanted to build the audience a little bit before I start going balls to the wall and bringing y'all this quality shit I got in store for y'all.
Oh shit.
Yeah, oh shit. So anyway, about to roll out. Comment below, let me know what y'all think. And fun question, how do you deal with cravings, and what's your favorite cheat meal. Don't forget to like my shit. Go to BeastmodeJonesCoaching.com for coaching, clothing, programs, whatever you need to go from shit to fit. Comment, subscribe, holla back at your boy.